There are a lot of different protein sources that you can use to feed your pet. A lot of dogs enjoy the traditional, kind of more common protein sources like beef and chicken. If your dog is picky, or if you're looking for a lean source of protein, or you just want to add some variety to his diet, these seafood patty for dogs are a really quick and simple way. They're also, as far as seafood goes, very affordable. So it's a nice way to add that variety, or choose a different protein source for your pet without breaking in the bank. My seafood patties are pretty easy to make. It's a little bit of prep work, but it only takes me about 10 minutes to get all the ingredients together. The first thing we're going to start out with is 6 ounces of shrimp ground finely. I buy whole shrimp and just throw them in the food processor. It's easy enough to do. I also have 12 ounces of canned tuna in oil, and you don't want to drain it. You want to add the oil right in there. That oil is actually really good for skin and coat health, so you want to keep that in there. I have 1 mashed sweet potato. I leave the skin on, as you can see. You can peel it if you want to, but there's some really great nutrients in the skin of the potato. So I just leave it on and shred up the skin as I mash the potato, so it works out. Next, I'm adding 2 crushed garlic cloves. I do hear from some people sometimes they've heard that garlic is poisonous and toxic for dogs. While it's true that it is toxic for dogs in large quantities, it's actually very beneficial to dogs in small quantities. So I do have some scientific research. If you click the link below this video, it'll take you to my written guide, and you can see the science behind garlic for dogs and some of the really impressive health benefits that it offers. Just one of those is aiding in joint pain and inflammation, and the swelling related to joint pain or wound healing, and healing after a surgery or injury. So really great health benefits, and you can check out the science behind that. This is 1/2 cup of plain yogurt. You want to make sure that you get plain yogurt. Even the vanilla flavored yogurt is full of artificial flavoring and sugar that your dog doesn't need. In my hand, I have a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. And I'm gonna add those in there. Just be careful, you don't wanna go and buy the stuff that you would get like in the baking aisle. You wanna actually get organic thyme. I use thyme leaves. You can get crushed or ground thyme as well. You wanna get the turmeric that you can find in the supplement aisle or your pharmacy. You don't want the cooking turmeric. And same thing with black pepper. Just get organic black pepper because those have the most health benefits. So now I'm just going to mix this all together, and obviously it's going to make a almost like a meatloaf kind of consistency. It's a very wet consistency, and you can use that to make the patties. I put the patties in individual serving sizes. I do 1/2 cup servings for my dogs. I recommend 1/2 cup for every 25 pounds of body weight. So it's easy for me to do 1/2 cup servings because I have 2 25-pound dogs and a 75-pound dog. So I can just easily portion them like that. But if you have a smaller or larger breed and you want to make smaller or larger patties, that works too. I portion them out onto parchment paper, and then I freeze them, and you can feed them frozen. I usually warm them up or bring them to room temperature before feeding, but you can make large batches of this and do it that way if you choose. They will keep in the refrigerator. Store them in an airtight container, and you can store them for up to about 5 days. In the freezer, they last for up to 3 months. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Thanks for watching this recipe guide.